Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Another day, another skincare trend is found on TikTok. Something called skin flooding has emerged and lots of people are trying it out. Increasingly, I'm getting asked questions on whether skin flooding is actually good for the skin, what benefits you can receive, is there anything you need to be aware of? In truth, like a lot of these trends, skin flooding is just a new term for something that people have been doing for decades. Hyperloading the skin with moisturizing agents and products to offset dry skin and irritation. There's a couple of things you do need to be aware of it before you give this new trend a go though. So sit back, relax, let's talk all things skin flooding. Now, before we get into this video, I would love to know your own hot take on this. Are you rolling your eyes as we speak, thinking, oh, really? Another trend? That's all we need in our skincare lives. Honestly, I will be on the same page as you if that is what you're thinking. Or are you super excited by this? Have you been doing this for years? Let me know your thoughts, feelings, opinions in the comments section below. Whatever your thoughts and opinions, make sure whilst you're down there, you don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and a like. I know sometimes it can seem like a broken record with every content creator saying don't forget to like and subscribe, but there's this little thing called the YouTube algorithm whirring on in the background. The more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube distributes it on its platform. So it's just the very best way of supporting any content creators who videos and content you really enjoy. Now, with all that waffle out of the way, shall we just cut it and delve straight on in? Now, as we go through today's video, I'm actually going to be trying out this skin flooding on my own face so you can see like the before and afters in real time. Let's just go back to basics. What exactly is this skin flooding? Well, people say it's when you apply multiple different hydrating skincare products back to back in your skincare routine. Like I said, this isn't something that's new. I know quite a few people that put multiple layers of toners on their skin to maximize hydration. We had like the 7-step Korean skincare trend. That was something like 3 years ago, where you use 7 toners back to back to develop that rich, plump and dewy look. Also, people for years have been hydrating with mist steps between each serum to get maximum water retention in the skin. All of this gets topped up by an occlusive at the end to lock in all of that hydration and keep the skin soft, supple and hydrated all day long. Like I say, this is something that's been around for a while. It might be a new term, skin flooding, that sounds exciting, but anyone that's ever used multiple toners in their routine, you've actually done this before. However, I don't think people, when they talk about this on TikTok, really understand the science of the skin behind it, how it works, so they're not really using the correct products. If you're going to try this at home, there's a couple of things to call out. So, first and foremost, make sure you choose high quality hydrating products. Make sure as well that you check the ingredients list and you're not repeating ingredients over and over. I'm going to come on to some of the pros later on, but that is a really important step, making sure you choose your products wisely. You also need to make sure you choose products that are actually going to deliver hydration. Humectants are great. Look out for things like glycerin, hyaluronic acid, polyglutamic acid, urea. Look out for marine and algal extracts. They're also going to deeply nourish and hydrate. Centella is a really great option. And look out for these ingredients that are actually going to add meaningful hydration and benefit to the skin, rather than just grabbing for the very first toner you see and slapping it on. So I'm going to kick things off with a little bit of a mist. So this technique always works best if you start on damp skin. Those humectants that we're going to apply have to have some moisture to actually cling onto to give you that really great benefit. So I'm going to go in with this. This is the Haru Wonder Black Bamboo Mist. This is nice, super hydrating, calming and soothing at the same time. So I'm just going to give that a little spritz, let it sink in. You don't need to drench the skin. I see people doing this with water dripping all over. You don't need it. Just a gentle mist will do, and then you go straight in with the next product. I'm going to use this. This is the Boots Traditional Skincare Glycerin and Rosewater Toner. Glycerin, a wonderful, wonderful humectant, and I'm going to put this on the skin before that mist dries. So, what is the basis, the science behind how this works? Well, when our skin becomes dry and dehydrated, other things happen. Really, it tends our exfoliation and cell turnover rates slow right down. So you'll find if you've got a dryness-prone skin type or your skin is particularly dehydrated, you'll cling onto those dead skin cells longer than you need to, which means that your skin might appear dull, lackluster, lacking luminosity and vibrancy. So actually having plump and hydrated skin will, over time, increase the glow up and luminosity that you see. It's also really really great for maintaining the skin's barrier in tip-top health. Your barrier is never going to be in great condition if your skin is dehydrated, so getting some extra moisture into the skin again, is never a bad thing. There's lots of benefits to this in the temperate and the immediate instance, so you're going to see that plumping, that dewiness return, and with that, the minimizing of fine lines and wrinkles. This is only going to be temporary, but bear in mind that most of the wrinkles we see on the face are actually caused by dehydration rather than a loss of collagen and elastin, particularly those very shallow wrinkles like the crow's feet. Plumping the skin out, hydrating it, will definitely have a benefit. So I've gone in with that Glycerin and Rosewater, so that's one humectant down. And now I'm going to go in with some of this. This is the Q&A Skin Marine Hyaluronate Toner. So this is packed full of marine and algal extracts, which I mentioned earlier, are another really great way of getting some additional hydration into the skin. This is beautiful and a great option if you're very sensitive to hyaluronic acid and want to minimize the total amount in your skincare routine. You actually don't need a lot of hyaluronic acid to get this hack to work. Skin flooding is all about hydration, not necessarily fixating on one ingredient. So put this on the skin and let it sink in. You'll find as you go through these layers, each one will take a little bit longer to sink into the skin because you've already got a product on top that it's trying to fight through. But eventually it will all sink in and start to plump out the skin. So I don't think there's anything wrong with skin flooding as a trend, but I think we need to stop seeing it as something that's trendy and something that you might invest in for the long term. Don't overdo it. I see people literally using 10 different products on top of each other. You're wasting your money. You're not going to get the benefit from it. This will definitely work if you have a very dryness prone skin type or you want a little plumpness and dewiness to the complexion. 2 or 3 products are all you need. Apply them onto damp skin and you're going to see some really great benefits, which again, hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate in this video today. So whilst the pros of this technique are definitely there in terms of boosting luminosity and radiance, plumping out the skin, minimizing the risk of any dryness or dehydration, there are some things to mention. So first of all, you can absolutely have too much of a good thing. We can overhydrate the skin. This can lead to sensitivity, irritation. Some studies have even shown that overhydrated skin can actually impair the barrier function. So doing this right will boost barrier health. Do it wrong or overuse it, then actually you might have the reverse results than what you actually want to see. So now I'm going to go with a little Centella, another wonderful, wonderful hydrator. And this is the Madagascar Centella by Skin 1004, one of my absolute favourites. I don't know why it took me so long to get on board with this. You guys have been fangirling about it for years, and I only just literally put it on order, and I already love it. So I'm going to press that into the skin. With this technique, I would definitely say make sure you leave like a minute between each step and application. That way you'll minimize pilling or any balling up of the product. Apply that to the skin and we'll let it sink in. So yeah, you can absolutely overdo it when it comes to skin flooding and hydration. You also need to make sure as well that you don't have too many of the same ingredients in all of these products. I referenced that earlier, but this goes back to again having too much of a good thing. Say you have niacinamide in each step that you're using to flood the skin with hydration, then actually what you're going to be doing is just overloading it with niacinamide, leading to redness, peeling and irritation. The same goes for a lot of ingredients, even the calming and soothing ones. Use them too frequently or too high a dose, then actually it could lead to sensitivity and irritation, the reverse of what you're trying to see. So be mindful, choose high quality products and fewer of them rather than just slapping on multiple different toners. The 3 that I've just shown you now have given me a really nice level of hydration. My skin feels plump, it feels dewy, I definitely feel like I'm getting a bit of a glow up, a bit of luminosity, and that's really all you need. I think flooding the skin is a bit of an exaggeration. It's got to have a catchy name to get people on board with these trends, I get that, but we're not looking to flood it. We don't want to look moist. Nobody wants to look moist all day long. We do want to look fresh, dewy and plump skin, and I think this combination of these 3 products definitely has worked. I've linked them all in the description box below if you did want to check them out in any more detail. Once these have sunk in, I'm going to put a moisturiser on top. I'll probably go in with the Ultrist hyaluronic acid cream. Really nice, again plumps out as well, but we'll just leave that layer to minimise any future water loss. Lock in all that good work that we've just done. Be mindful of the products you choose. Make sure you're not overpaying, because again, if you want multiple different hydrating steps, the cost is going to mount up. That Q&A Skin product, this costs like £6. That Boots Glycerin one, I think for this one I paid like £3. Really doesn't cost a lot. And I think the Centella one is the most expensive at like £20. But you can definitely do this on a budget. Don't overpay. Focus on the ingredients ingredients and the quality that you're getting, rather than flooding the skin with a load of old rubbish and trash. We're not all about that. So what do you think? Can you see a difference? Do we think more plump, more hydrated? My skin definitely feels a little bouncier than it did before, and I think a lot of us have been doing this trend without even knowing it was ever called skin flooding. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. What toners do you like to use? Do you like to use multiple hydrators in your skincare routine? Let's get that conversation going. This is a hack and a tip, a trend that I definitely think we can get on board with, but just proceed with caution. Go for quality over quantity, and make sure that you're applying them with a little bit of time in between to maximize the benefits you're going to see. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.